the winner of the 2017 Know Your Horse Geelong Racehorse of the Year is Wells.
Thank you, boys. As you can see, it's a pretty popular win. Catherine, come up and join us with your syndicate if they're down there, or anyone you'd like to bring up with you. Please come up now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, my dear. Now, you never used to like talking to me with a microphone, and you're not going to mind today, are you?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good girl.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank basically the owners for giving us the opportunity to train this horse. He's been a super horse in the respect that he's just so honest and yeah, gives everything he's got. Richard Cully, who's been good on you, buddy, who's been a champion. He's a great guy to work with, and him and the horse just click really well. To our staff, Meg and Sarah, who's had a bit of a big night, and a little bit too big, but thanks for all your help. And to everyone who supported us, my parents especially, our son Tristan, and yeah, and just to everyone who's involved with the horse, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Catherine. Well, Jamie, if it makes you feel any better, you left your wife out, she left her husband out.
Oh, I said everyone, and to Craig, but I didn't include him with the staff, you see, so that was... Well,
don't ruin a good story. Don't ruin a good story, Catherine. Craig, come here just for a moment. I'll have a chat with you because I think I know what sort of work you've been doing. Is Cully here, is he? The Irishman here?
Yeah, he can come up.
All right, Dickie, come up here. Come up and join us. Richard? Come on, prop him up, bring him up here.
Come on, Dickie.
Well, while Dickie's finding his legs, I gather you probably do a little bit of the work on this fellow. There are jumpers and there are natural jumpers, Craig, and there are jumpers who love to jump. And as far as the good doers are concerned, and the RSPCA and all the rest of them, they know absolutely jack Scheissenhausen about our industry, I'm sure. But tell us a little bit about this horse and what's he like to ride. In fact, I probably should be asking Richard.
Well, initially when I first schooled him, the first time he ever got off the ground at home, he just jumped like a bunny, so to speak. He was really good, very economical. He's a little bit quirky at times, and we've always, along the way, even on the flat early doors, we chose riders that were kind riders because he was a horse. If you rattled him, he would probably get a bit uptight and he wouldn't, you know, end up being the horse he is, so to speak. Richard come to ride him 2 seasons ago and they just clicked. He's probably in his element then, the horse, so he was jumping fences, which is naturally a bigger obstacle than hurdles, and he just jumped steeples really well, and he's got a great engine, he's a very good stayer. So yeah, he's just a good horse to have around the joint, and naturally he's a very good galloper, and yeah, he's just excelled in his field.
Mate, I think it would be remiss of me if I didn't ask the Irishman. Come over here, Richard, and we'll have a little chat with you. I presume you can understand me, can you?
Yeah, just slow down a bit.
Yeah, I just got to slow down just a wee bit so that he can understand what I'm talking about. Richard, you heard Craig say before about the horse. He's got. I know it's just. I lived in both countries, so I'm just having 5 bob each way. Seriously, we interviewed the Irish jockeys one day at Melbourne. I forget what award it was, and they're looking at me and I said, "I can't understand your words talking about." So I started talking a bit like that. Oh, I know what you're talking about. So I'm sorry it went flat, Richard. But anyhow, he spoke about the horse being a little bit of not so much push button, but explain to me the thrill the horse gives you. You know, you get to that stage where you were gone for all money on one of your races here this year, but he's just a dour stayer, and he just doesn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, well, he was always a dour stayer, but last year he was getting him with light weights and was beating them convincingly, and this year he's had heavier weights and probably a little bit better opposition too, and he just finds the line. He's just got a massive heart and loves winning and never lies down. The more you ask, the more he keeps giving, and such a good jumper as well. Like, you just send him down to a fence, you don't have to organise him anything. He he pops, he comes up. He makes my job very easy.
When Richard Cully came to this country, you're talking a little bit like an Australian now too, mate. You've lost that Irish brogue. When you came out here, did you ever think that this path that you're on now, or the path that you and Wells went on, would ever come to fruition?
No, I was very lucky to get on some pretty decent horses here, even before Wells, but I'm very appreciative of every chance that I get, whether it's a maiden hurdle or a Grand National. We all came here with, well, we didn't have a lot of winners or big winners coming here, so we're all looking for an opportunity, and lucky Craig and Kath and the owners have given me a chance, and yeah, really appreciate the chance they've given me.
All right, lovely to talk to you. To Nick Rule, of course, who's on the committee up at Warrnambool as well too. Nick, well, I suppose you would have loved to have taken him down to Warrnambool at some stage, but mate, you can sit back in your glory now.
Yeah, they won't bring him to Warrnambool. It's a very sad thing, but it's a real honour to be involved in such a champion horse as this, and with champion people as well too. I think that's important with horse ownership, is that you're with really good people, and it is a fantastic pleasure to have a horse with Catherine and Craig, you know. So my greatest joy is to see them enjoy what they're doing, and it's the greatest thing for racing. So, thank you.
Thanks, Nick.